But then it's some artists that's like they still trying to grow, but they acting like these superstars.
Yeah.
I never understood that. Like
I don't try to make sense out of it, man. Like people are gonna act the way they want to act. I'm gonna subscribe to who I identify with, and like, bro, like someone else might identify with the people that I don't, and hey, God bless you, bro. Do your thing. You know, I'm just not gonna invest any unnecessary like energy past a certain point in like breaking down and criticizing things that I don't agree with, because I could invest that same energy in just continuing to build myself up. You know, and it took me a while to kind of like to remind myself of that, bro. Like I spent a while like just being super bitter of not being where I feel like I could have been, and other people that I don't feel are deserving of being where they are. You know, and I just kind of had to be like, yo, you know what, man? Like I kind of sound like a hater right now, bro. Let me just.
It's not being a hater. You know, it's a Capricorn thing. Like we know how to read people. You know, we just look at people and observe and just be like, that man, he deserve it. Like some people may not like him, but he deserve it. While you may see somebody else, he be like, I don't see how he did it. It's not really hate. It's like if he was a close friend, he'd be like, hey, I'm proud of you, but it's still some stuff you got to get done.
Like Charlemagne the God one time said something that was like,
love Charlemagne, man. He a perfect example of that. Like he's cool with you and he'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, he's like totally non-biased. Like he said that hip hop is a popularity contest, not a talent show.
It is.
So, you know, hey, if you're introverted, you're not too social, it's not going to be too hard for you. In the early 2000s, before YouTube and social media existed, you could be an antisocial artist that was signed to like a label like Stone's Throw or Fool's Gold or Rhyme Sayers or Def Jux or Strange Music or whatever underground label. And like the only thing that people knew about you was your album cover. That's there it just existed there. And then if the album cover looked dope, someone will buy it and be like, yo, who's this? Oh, this is Mr. Lift. Oh, okay. Damn, this is actually kind of tight. And you wouldn't even know what the artist looked like until you went to their show, because they didn't really have music videos like that. You know?
Because it was a few artists. I think Q was an introvert. Like he wasn't really like out there. I heard some stories about different artists that wasn't really. You would think they are because of their status and how they were, but it was a lot of them that was very to themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. I used to be real introverted, but like, man, when I got locked up, like, it forced you to like socialize, you know? Like if you were that super quiet dude while you were in there, like the people that were sleeping next to you, like in the bunk next to you, they'll kind of like be like, what's up, bro? Like, don't be weird. You know, we're spending a lot of time here together. Or like, let's interact so I'm not weirded out by you the whole time. And then after a while, like you kind of like, you come out of your shell, and then you just, you know what I'm saying? So like when I was in there, I learned how to just be not loud, not like obnoxiously loud, but like I learned to be outspoken when it was time to be. You know?
That makes sense. I'm the same way. Like when I know it's time for me to speak up about something, I do it. A lot of people probably be surprised. They're like, bro, I didn't know you had this in you. I said, cause I don't. I'm not really that type of person to talk all the day. Cause for me, I learned that sometimes you have to just be quiet and just observe and just wait until like it's a good time to like say your opinion or give someone that advice and stuff like that. You know? So earlier we were talking about that you have like a fan base, and one of the questions I was asked artists is what's the positive of having a cult founder, like a cult following? Because I'm pretty sure you have a cult following. Like you have people the same people who always listen to your album, and you gain new fans from them because they always listen to you. So
okay, you're asking me what's the benefits of having a cult following?
Yes,
I think that if an artist can cultivate a cult following, what's gonna happen is they like you for you.
Yeah.
They don't like you just because you came out with if someone only likes you for the song that you came out with, you're only as good as the last song you put out. Because you'll put out a song that they don't like, and now all of a sudden they don't rock with you no more. But if someone likes you for you, you could put out a song that you think is good, obviously, because you put it out. But they might not rock with it, but they'll patiently wait for your next release. They'll kind of be like, I wasn't really too crazy about this one. I'll just wait for the next one. And they'll still be a fan of you because they grew with you, you know? Like, they grew with you from when you only had 100 fans to 1,000 fans. Yeah. And they saw you through, like, they would hit you up and you'll respond back. You know? Hey man, I'm feeling this track, bro. That one line you said was fire emoji. And you hit them back with, yo, thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate that. That little response to them means a lot more than like a like. Yeah. You know, and I'm using social media references because that's the age we live in. Yeah. But even before I was heavy on Instagram and I'll do a show, someone will come to me after I get off stage. Yo, that one song, I like this part and that part, whatever. I'll chat with them, you know, for like a few minutes. Yo, thanks a lot, man. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And that genuine interaction is like what sealed the deal for them to always rock with you because you took time out of your life to acknowledge that they are acknowledging you.
You think that's another problem with, these up-and-coming artists, that they don't, like I said, a lot of them want the fast life. They want to already have 1 million followers and stuff. They don't understand the opportunities that you could have with a cult following. Like, you could have just 100 fans, but them 100 fans will always be I feel like a lot of them don't see the benefits. That's why I always ask artists, like, what's the benefits and why it's so important to have a cult following?
Yeah, like, look, man, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, so this group that I'm a big fan of is Atmosphere. And if you're in the loop of the content that I have been creating, you'll notice that I kind of reference them a little bit more often than normal because they are like, to me, Atmosphere is the blueprint of how to do it if you want to have, like you said, a cult following and still kind of be independent. You know what this fool did, man? Like, the doors open at 7 and Revolution. And there's a line waiting outside of people to go see Atmosphere, right? Yeah. And I got there early because I had to be at work at 11. So I could only enjoy the show till like 10:30 and drive back down, right? So I showed up early. I was like the 4th person in line. Mind you, I've been a fan of these guys since like 2003, because they've been putting out music since like 97, And
they from here?
No, they're from Minnesota? Minneapolis, Minnesota, right? So Atmosphere is the rapper, which is Slug, and the producer, which is Ant, who also acts as the DJ for most shows, right? So like, we're waiting in line, and this fool Slug.
Oh, so they like Tech Nine, pretty much. Like Tech Nine's like
pretty much.
He's known, but he's still not like known. No, he just had that same following and stuff. And
yes, mind you, like these guys, like that's a long story, but like. So I'm waiting in line, and this fool Slug walks up to the front of the line and says what's up to everybody in line. Like, fist bumps, all the homies, takes pictures with all the girls, like, has like a 20-second conversation with every single person. What's up, man? Oh, Slug, it's good to see you, bro. Thanks, man. Man, the last time I saw you was in 2003. Damn, for real, it's been a long time. Hell yeah, man. Like, that's the last time I saw you. I'm happy to catch you while you're in town. Wow, 2003. That was in Miami, right? Yeah, that was in Miami. Damn, we got old. Hell yeah, fuck. But it's good to see you, man, for sure. How long did that last? 10 seconds?
About
15 seconds?
10, 15, 20 seconds.
But look at how impactful that was, So, like, some people, if you think you're too cool for school to do that, I see how long that gets you,
I look at it as like music and sports. Like, you have these athletes that, were able to meet their idols, and the idols, they talk to them for about maybe the most a few minutes and stuff like that. But they take that with them, and they become like, one of the greatest athletes of their generation, and they always stay in touch with that athlete they spoke with before.
Yeah.
And I always feel like that's an advantage. Like, you will want to have, as you grow older, you want to have these younger kids, when they get older, you want them to always reach out to you as like a mentor. Because I feel like, some of these artists and stuff, they don't want to be that type of person. I don't know why. Because we need that.
I mean, like, some people, bro, like, it gets to their heads, bro. They only do it because they want to. Some people will, like, be super fake with their interactions.
Yeah.
Because they know that the outcome of that interaction is, like, more fandom.
Yeah, they want the fame and money. Like, it ain't always about that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm interacting with you because I know when you walk away, you're going to be even more obsessed with me. Like, to me, that's for all the wrong reasons. It's like, anytime that a fan hits me up, it's like, I'm just happy, bro, that they, like, reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I be going through my shit too, man. I be getting depressed. Like, but, like, nowadays, the term depression and anxiety just gets thrown around like nothing. They'll be like, they'll even say it fast. They'll be like, yeah, I've dealt with depression and anxiety, blah, 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 blah. Like, there's no gravity, there's no weight behind them saying it. Like, yo, I truly have been in that really dark place for years, bro. Like, I still deal with it. And, like, when a random ass fan hits me up, or not even a fan, just a homie that rocks with my music, and hits me up with, like, a screenshot, like, yo, I like this song a lot. Yo, you have no idea, like, that brings value to my life, bro. So, like, man, I love my fans, bro. Like, when I'm done with probation and I can finally hit the road, and, like, I'll rent out a venue, and I hope I turn a profit, because, you gotta live, but, like, I don't even care about, like, money is not the main factor. I just want to, I just want to interact with people that find value in my existence on earth, because I value them, even though I do music, like I said earlier, I do music, like, primarily for me, but, like, the fact that they identify with it, like, now we got something to talk about, because we have something in common. Whatever it is that you liked about that song, like, lets me know there's something about you that I have in common with, and I'm looking forward to chopping it up with them. I might just buy a bunch of pizzas
and just vibe,
and just kick it with them, you know? Shit, man, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Nowadays, my fans are the closest thing I have to friends that I've never met in person.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta like be interactive with the fans and the people that who really support you and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
You pretty much 87. You a young OG.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Like I say, man, like,
I like that. I'm gonna say young OG instead of old.
Nah, you a young OG, man. Like,
That's awesome.
Like, I look at people like Nick Cannon. He's he's a millennial. He's just the older. He's born like, I think 1980 or something like that.
I mean, Nick Cannon, shit, man, I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's that old.
Yeah, but, like, I see how, like, he keeps bringing, like, these young talent in and just show them, like, the ropes and stuff. And you see them when they all spread out, they always say, like, Nick Cannon helped me and stuff like that. And it's, I don't know, it can't always be about the money and stuff. We all gotta live and stuff, but it can't be always about the money and the fame. It's about, like, hey, I really want to help you out.
Yeah, if you're in a position to be able to help out, like, shit, man, like, I did a lot of things for people that I didn't even charge money for it. I just did it because I knew that it would help others. But then after a while, you do it a couple times, you're like, damn, fool, I need to make some money. I can't be doing this all the time.
Yeah. So now, who's in your top 5?
My top 5? All right, I already had this list down packed. All right, so my top 5 is Eminem.
Okay.
Jay-Z. Slug.
Okay.
Lil Wayne. And Kanye West.
Let me ask you something about Kanye West. This is about his music. Did you really like Yeezus?
I love it, man.
Why? Like, like everyone who came on the show that I love Kanye, but I told him, like, man, I'm more on the early Kanye and, like, what's the Graduation is my favorite album.
Think about Kanye West's discography like holidays in a year. You know? Like 808s and Heartbreak is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
The Life of Pablo could be like Halloween.